Hello everyone. Happy evening to one and all present here. I'm Santhya from MTT. Would like to start this today's session with a small quote. When one door of happiness closes, another door opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we don't see the one which has been opened for us by Helen Keller. Now, I would like to introduce my trusted tutor. MTT is a marketplace for private tutors, school teachers, corporate trainers, academicians, educators, and all kind of education professionals. Our mission is to make quality education easily and affordably available to all. I take a great pleasure to introduce our speaker of the day, Indivar Verma, on the topic Pep Study, a product demo. Our speaker, Indivar Verma, is an entrepreneur, co-founder of Pep Study Education. He has 15 years of rich experience with MNCs like GE Money, Dell, EMC, etc. He is mentored by XLRI. This vital person started his career with education before moving to corporates. Endeavor Sir is a creative person, a blog writer, enjoys long motorbike rides, and apart from his social life, professionally, Endeavor Sir is passionate about student integral development. He adds, he adds great value to students, teachers, and education institutes through his counseling and services. Now, I hand over the session to Endeavor Sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Sandhya. That was nice of you.
Thank you, sir.
So, uh, all of you, it's a very pleasant evening. Uh, and let me briefly introduce you what we do at Pep Study and from where I will take it forward. So I'll share my screen so that you can see when I'm talking, what I'm talking about. So often we used to think when, I was writing exams, I used to think, what is the point of exam actually? I studied, I understood, and I'm moving forward, right? But it was something, which stuck deep inside us for a long time. And then I met Saket, our CEO, co-founder, and he came up with an idea and he said he did some research on this area and he shared that research with me. And that struck me, which went back to probably 2000, millennium year, 2000 and 2001, when I was into education and I had all these doubts. That's where we teamed up and formed Pep Study and thought that we'll bring latest technologies to help educators, especially teachers, principals, so that they get the quality of education and what they're trying to achieve can be much, much easier through different tools, helping them, enabling them to provide the quality they wish to. Now, why we conduct examinations in current situation in the society, it has become a race where my child is getting 50 marks out of 60 and the neighbor will say mine is 55. Is that what we are looking at as assessments? Or assessments are basically constituted for one purpose, that is to identify the gap of the child and provide him what he is lagging so we can improve him in the core subjects there. But in the society currently, we are seeing it like this, that we conduct a test to prove to the parents that we are continuously, monitoring your child in terms of what knowledge he has got. At the end of the day, we can tell a child, you got 25 marks after 30 or 20 out of 30. Then if the teacher is pushing a little bit and the school is pushing a little bit and the parent is pushing, probably the child may get 22 marks, 2 more marks. But where exactly it is lost is that it becomes very difficult for everyone to identify what are the child's gaps. Given the situation in the classroom, a practical classroom of 35 children minimum, I'm saying, and the teacher, it becomes very difficult. And then further what happens is, it is very difficult for the teachers to know each individual's academic gap and guide them. It's highly impossible. Next is the challenge, where the principal has to respond to the parents when they visit the school. So thinking all this mechanism, we thought, let us go to the origin of, assessment and do what best we can do. So today you are going to see something which is very revolutionary, internationally awarded by, in best participants of 95, participants were there from 5 countries, India, China, US, and India, where PepStudy has won Best Technology Services Award. I'm going to take you through our slideshow and also show the product. So you learn a little bit about PepStudy, how it is aligned to National Education Policy 2020, and a product demo and what we offer actually to the schools. Now we are a tech startup with artificial intelligence as based learning analytics, founded in 2018. So why we founded is, as I told you, we want to bring the latest technologies to help the students. Now, launched our services last year in July 2019, we provided amazing in-depth test analysis, identifying student academic gaps, and we provide learning analytics to support the learner. So it's a complete cycle of assessment. So PEP means lively, and lively studying is our objective to create better tomorrow. We are a team of IIT engineers and XLRI management who are driving PepStudy since with great passion and motivation. Now, our vision is definitely to empower students and institutions with quality education and provide equal opportunity of learning across India. That's the long-term vision, what we see from our startup. Now, what are the highlights where we really see that we are aligned to national education policy? Formative assessment is something which the policy speaks. Yes, PepStudy is into formative assessment, where self and peer assessment is done. Experiential learning with learning outcomes we give. So when I say learning outcomes, it is from Hotz taxonomy. AI-based application for students to track. So where AI is exactly used, I will quote you when I'm showing you the product. Performance tracking from school level, assessment systems to objective and developmental oriented. So ensuring accountability is very important, which we show in our system. Adaptive learning method, it is important because we cannot leave a child saying that you got these many marks, just improve. So we need to give him, okay, these are the gaps, then what? Then you need to also cater him something so that he can learn and improve. So that's where it comes into the picture. There is National Assessment Center, PRAC, which is in the formative stage of it, which is done by the central government. We are aligned to that as per assessment. Now, coming to PEP exam, this is our product, which is revolutionizing, and it is also catering various schools. Currently, to be simply put, 5,000 students are taking tests right in this season as cycle 1 tests are going on. So the tool is very simple, unbiased, unfavorable, and transparent. So this is what we do. We tie up with CBSE schools because our curriculum, our content is our own. And we have NCERT as our syllabus. So our content is from NCERT, hence we target CBSE board schools. Class 6 to 10, math, science, social as subject. Yearly 3 times minimum we take the test. We recommend yearly 3 times. Some schools do it with their periodic test or cycle test we call it, or some schools do it later so that before the midterm they have the gaps what they need to fulfill before their term exams come up. Now we have users who are students, teachers and principals, everybody looking at the learning outcomes which are coming through PepStudy. Now this is conducted on a mobile, and how I'm going to show you how we conduct it. So there are 2 different mobile apps. One is PEP Exam, where the child will write the test. The other one is PepStudy, where they view results. So it is in the view of children, especially 6th, 7th, who are at a tender age, and when they use any app. So we keep all that in mind and we prepare. Now, how is the process a school follows with us? The onboarding happens from class 6 to 10 students and teachers who teach math, science, social. And then we create or schedule a test. And after the test, it is, create results and learning outcomes we provide. Now let us see how all this happens. So students typically go to students and teachers both go to Google Play Store and they download PEP Exam mobile app. When they download this app, already because they are onboarded with us, we provide them user ID and password. So with the user ID and password, they log into the system. Now, after teachers and students are logging in here, how the question paper is prepared, whether, how it is generated. Let me show you that. It is a very simple process. For example, a teacher has logged in, and you can see that the teacher is given a username and password for herself. So the teacher, for example, here Akbar Khan is our teacher who is logging in, and he will try to. This is how Akbar Khan has logged in, and we are able to see that he is seeing cycle 1 test, and he saw his profile. Why this profile is important, I will tell you. Here, email ID, passwords, everything. Whenever there is a change, we need some mechanism to send you OTPs. So that's where the teachers fill in their details here. And now he sees that social science for 6 is already scheduled. So the teacher can see already social science is scheduled. Now what Akbar will try to do is he wants to schedule his own test. Now he's coming there. He's creating new schedules from the bottom. So see it, he's creating. So standard he's selecting which standard he wants to create, give the test to. So 6, of course he will go and say, okay, he teaches science. And now he's selecting the chapters in which he wants to create the test. And once he selected and saved, now you can see that, he's going to keep a date and a time. So he has given classroom, science, and chapters in which the test has to be taken. Now he has given September 24th as a date, and he has given a time. So once the teacher, this is the complete scheduling. You have to give your chapters, you have to keep it a time and a date. But once he has done that, he will say create schedule, and it is created. You can see on the top. So if you see here, this is paper not generated, and under that social already it is generated. So paper generation happens from PEP study side automatically. The teacher has to do nothing. So we are saving time on question paper preparation here for the teacher. And it is unbiased paper. So this is how a question paper is done. Scheduling of tests happens. Later we create the question paper from our side. And then what it looks when a student logs in and writes a test. So if you see here, we are continuously going, and the students have their own login password. So I'm keeping my own here. And then I will ensure that, okay, I want to see, top left corner, how is my profile looking at? I'll see bottom, how many, okay, social science, I can write the test now, it is available. So he'll go on the top left corner, sorry. So they will go on the top left corner. And they can update their profile. That means their email ID, password, and if they want to change any email ID and phone number, so that they can change their password. And whenever they change a password, there will be OTP coming up to them, and it becomes very difficult for the school to manage all these things for hundreds of children. So it is kept automated. Now we will go to social science, and I will ensure that I read all the instructions. I'll take this mark and start test. So there is a dynamic timer on the top and the question and 4 options. Only one option is the right answer. So similarly, if you can see here, only one option it takes. So if the student, when he is pressing, If a student is going up to this level and he is trying to, go save and next he's doing. In the middle, you can see forward button and backward button. If you press there, you can see attempted questions so far and questions yet to be attempted by the student. So he is clear that this is the time he has got. 26 minutes are left, and he has to complete somewhere close to, 37 questions. So this is how the student can go. Also, they can press any question there and go to that particular question and answer it. It is not required that they do forward and backward arrows in the bottom. They can simply press and go. So here you can see that, he can go to any question. If he wants to 18 question, he can simply press 18 and just go to that question and answer. So it is that simple for a student to, take the test. And when it comes at the end, it is very important for the student. In the top right corner, you can see that there is a finish button. So this finish button they will press once they are clear with when the test is done. They have a pop-up. Once they finish, it's submitted. This is how we are going to conduct test. And you can see that social science is submitted. Now, very key important is the tool is very simple. As per the schedule of the teacher, as per the time, the teacher can inform the student, and they can log into Step Exam app and give the test. So we have, so this is our website, stepstudy.com, where a student can log in with the same ID and password, username and password. So for example, I take John Deep as my student and I log in here. So John Deep wants to see, children are always curious about the test results. So he will go for test results. And he will see that he got 67 marks out of 110. So he wants to go deeper. When he presses the results button, he is able to see that he secured very low marks in social sciences. Sciences he is good. Mathematics he is excellent. So let us see which are the topics he was not so well. So when PEP test, this PEP exam or PEP test we call it, when it happens both modes. Online, due to COVID, we are only giving online for some time now until we are sure about the COVID era is done. Otherwise, last year the schools had OMR sheets and question papers supplied by us to the schools. They write the test and they picked up. Now this is John Deep's paper which he wrote in his classroom. Now he can see it's very transparent. What you have written, what is the result here? Now, if we can see here, every question, as I am showing you, there is the student's response. So I am John, so I'm getting your response, and the correct answer is actually this. So why something is the right answer? There is a solution which PEP study gives. Whether the student is right or wrong, we provide a solution to the student. We don't leave him that he is wrong or right. And then what if the student has forgotten totally, whatever the chapters he has studied in the classroom, So for that, anyway, we are providing solution. If the student says, I want to learn more about this topic, I don't understand how this question has come up, he can go and click here, reference link. And he can get a material which can give him a 15 minutes reading or a 10 minutes reading. So this is how we help students to develop their topic level gaps. So definitely we know that this child is having a problem with, conserving resources. So here we have given him an idea. Even if the students want to type something to us, they can type, they can raise questions, and it will be answered by our experts within 48 hours. Now coming back to results, let me show you. In the results part, if you come a little scroll down, you can see how many chapters these students are performing well, how many chapters they are not performing well in each of the subjects, social, science, math. Now, because social, this student is below average, let us see social. Almost I can see that 6 chapters or 7 chapters is not really well, means he is almost 0. And for him to develop, he needs to get to that model and improve these chapters. Similarly in science, similarly in math. Now, this is where, last year we used to give the results across school level, district level, how is the students' performance, state level, and country level. Now, if you see abilities, this is the key. Okay. So, this is where the most important part comes. We all know that CBSE question papers are always very tricky. So, they are typically formed in a simple question, like I will tell you, does milk have bacteria? Please answer me. Anybody?
Yes, it has.
Milk has bacteria. So you have, Lena, you have a knowledge, so you could answer it that milk has bacteria. Now my next question, which milk has more bacteria? Hot milk, cold milk, or warm milk?
Cold milk.
I need more answers. Anybody else? Which milk has more bacteria? Hot milk, warm milk, or cold milk?
So Deepa Jagani has answered cold milk, sir.
Cold milk, is it?
Yes, sir.
You're fantastic, but your answer is wrong. It's warm milk. So that's a tricky question. And that's where, see, when I asked the first question, it is related to knowledge. But my second question was related to application skill. How do you apply your knowledge? Milk has bacteria. Then bacteria can be survived very nicely in a cold atmosphere, right? In warm, it has maximum. So now such questions, I will also show you some questions here, which will give you a fair idea. Now, this is the overall percentile of the student in all the four subjects, all the three subjects, math, science, social. And we can see it individually also. So social sciences, this guy is really poor. We all know that. Science, he is okay, average. Mathematics, he is really good. Now, cycle by cycle, the updation will happen here so that you get comparative. Now, what if I want to improve my application skill in social? Let me go here. And I will try application skill questions. Now, remember, friends, this is a engine produced question. So it will not be the same if Individual, is taking the question paper when it comes to other students. It's different for each student because it depends on the caliber or the, abilities level they are with. So if they, depending on the abilities level, the system will give questions to them. Now, I'm a student, I'm curious that I want to develop myself in application because I'm very low in social. I came here, I submit, I tick and I submit. Whether he is right or wrong, we provide a solution so that he understands why something is the right answer. Now, once the student is growing in the subject, he's doing really well, the system will also improve its, increase its difficulty level with him. So that is where artificial intelligence comes into picture. So based on the way student is answering, we are giving him all the abilities and also we are giving him some exercises so that he can improve in these subjects and these abilities in each subject. This is about a student login. So in analytics, you are seeing that abilities gap we are able to improve for the child. In results, you have seen that topic level gaps we have improved. Chapter level, we have given an analysis. And progress we are showing. So probably you know that John is not so good with social sciences. But science, mathematics, if he takes, he in any competitive exam, he can really do well. But social, if he go for a common exam, he may not be so well. Hence, he need to improve in the areas. Now, how does this look for a teacher who is teaching with these students? So let us see Ruby Khan. Yeah, I'll take this ID. So we are not conducting any tests for the teacher. So teachers can relax, those who are teachers there. Now we will go to progress. We see how my classes in science. So Ruby is science teacher. She is seeing what is the percentage, overall percentage in the classroom. And she can get worried a little bit about these reds. So she'll go and she'll check. Okay, 39 is very weak. So why this result has come? She can see one student, Piyush, has been very bad, and that's why the entire class percentile has been affected. Percentages have gone down for the class. So she can check which topics Piyush is good, which topics Piyush is struggling with. For example, let us see this question. He's done good. Digestion in humans, Piyush understood well. But let us see another, other questions where he has gone wrong. For example, I want to, see. These are the animal nutrition he has not learned so well. This is how we can come. Now, similarly, if I see that I want to mark Piyush in this section so that I can improve him, or a cluster of students, definitely we have. So coming to the part, this is how a teacher can go up to students' topic level and view. Now it is up to the teacher how she wants to progress. Now also we give teacher with a facility called dashboard. How many good students, average students, excellent students she has. Now we all know how schools work. It is the management which has to take care of the overall improvement of the school. But the academics are in the hands of principals, and teachers take care of the classroom. So here is it where the teachers get the dashboard. Who are below average students, they can see, and they can plan accordingly, and help them with a specific homework rather than with the same homework. So also I will show you analytics where you can see the application skill thinking. This is the overall reflection of Ruby's classroom, all the sections together. Imagine if there is one section which is very less in application. Let us see that also. In science, which is a very, so 7th A is very poor in knowledge. That means when I go and teach in 7th A, probably I should give them more examples around knowledge and, give them material which is bringing knowledge into their brains. Now, when it comes to application who are very weak, so 6th A is very weak, 7th B and this. So my teaching can be modulated according to that. I can also go individual student level and see who are really good in knowledge. Oh, see, Ajay Kumar is very good with 92.86%. I can appreciate him in the class. His knowledge is really good. So if you see like this, teachers get different metrics there. Now also we show how their thinking skills, understanding, and knowledge is there, application is there. And they also get a dashboard of these abilities. So the dashboard comprises of how each student is performing in, application, how many students are excellent and how many are average. So when you know that certain students are weak, you can make them into a cluster. 5 students, if they don't know algebra, you can make them, 5 students into one gang or a group and give them algebra as a project work. What if you know that, like Piyush, for sure that he was not good with some topic of animal nutrition, you can give him specific homework. So this is how a teacher can, really get focus upon the classrooms. So I have here some user ID passwords which you can use and you can try yourself in your system, and you can download the apps and also try. Pet Study is the app name. So these are the benefits which we are offering through our services to students since last year. So we provide topic level gaps of a child. Not only providing that, we provide reference materials to improve them from the gaps. Chapter level performance we show them so that they know which chapters they should improve. Key abilities in each subject. So that helps them to understand that which type of questions. If they are getting which type of questions, based on that, they can take a step and move forward so that they practice the subject related questions more. Adaptive learning is happening here. And there are some practice questions which I have given in the analytics page of students. For teachers, we save time, no question paper preparation and doing that, no evaluation. That study does it all for you. Helps to individual student gaps. So it will give you a complete analysis on the individual student, class-wise analysis, student performance dashboard we are giving, learning outcomes with higher order thinking skill tests, and also we provide teachers buddy program. That means after the test, we have one-on-one with the teacher so that we help the teacher trying to understand where exactly her classroom can be, focused so that she can get more output from the students. Now, principals get class-wise performance, dashboards, and also transparent view on the individual students' performance. Of course, they have learning HOTS taxonomy, different way of presenting it to them so that they know where academically they can help. Implementing complete HOTS taxonomy in the school is a credit for the school. And AI technology driven assessments. The very less assessments which are AI driven, and that too we conduct tests, but we conduct tests, give learning analytics, learning outcomes, and provide material for the students to overcome their gaps. That is the specialty of PEP study. So this is the same, and we help also schools with choosing the right platform for conducting online classes. We don't conduct any online classes, but we help them to their teacher and their classroom. It is like that. So every periodic test, mostly the schools do is they take our test during the periodic test, math, science, social, and they get the analysis before the term exam, so they prepare their children well, and then they give the term exam. Academic improvement initiatives we take from our side also, like guiding the teachers. Full year support we give because this is not one-time test. We conduct the test in September, October, December, and again February. 1/3 of the syllabus, 1/3 again, and full paper. So these are some testimonials we got. We are your data, whatever student data is coming, it is secured with in the cloud, and also we are best at technology services awarded company, which I mentioned to you. And these are some schools, TPS group of schools, and Scholars Academy, who have given us wonderful feedback. So 5 reasons that you can be with PEP study is we are a local company. We are an Indian company, completely Indian, and IIT alumni startup it is. Awarded company for you to trust, where MHRD has appreciated our efforts. Amazon HeadStart member we are, so your data is secured. Assessments to learning outcomes, everything is on one platform. So that's what we do. And we are best rated by our students and academicians. What are the other things which we provide to the schools are, of course, the cycle test, we onboard, creating valuation, learning gaps, teacher's buddy, and adaptive learning questions. Also, we provide certain reports. So that's all from my side.